Alright, so here we are again at Castlevania Symphony at Night, and trying something a little bit different today. Um, so basically, I've been doing all the chat and all that fun stuff on my tablet, which I balanced on my leg. Not exactly the easiest thing to do. But what I've switched to now is I've got my laptop over here on the left side of me. Um, so what I did is let me back up. So for those of you that don't know, I am currently in need of a knee replacement. Now, what that means is, at the moment, I am in quite a bit of pain in the one knee, so the only time I'm able to actually relax is when it's elevated. So that's why I'm on the couch, legs up, etc., which is why I am doing this via my PlayStation 4. Now, what I'm going to have to do at some point is work from home while I'm laid up, after surgery. And so I've got myself a nice little laptop stand, which is supposed to go over my lap. I work on it from there. Not exactly conducive to seeing television. So I've got that to my left, and I've got Stream Manager up on that. So we're going to see how this works. In fact, I am going to get... Oh. I'm going to have a dog right in my face. Hello, Axel. We're going to change our category, because for some reason the PlayStation overrides whatever I type in here. Axel, go lay down. You just had a big drink. You don't need anything. Lay down, Fuzzface. So we're going to see how this works. It's definitely a lot better than balancing the tablet on my leg, so it's more convenient for me to see stuff. Also, if you remember at the end of last stream, my controller wasn't really working all that well. So I have no idea what happened, but it seems to be working fine now. I can get what I need to get. So where we're at right now is the inverted marble gallery, and down at the bottom here we have, where is it? There it is. We have these cow-like things, which are gorgons. And the gorgons, they can turn you to stone. Hence, why I just put on my mirror cuirass. I would have done all this the last time when I was here, but obviously I couldn't put on the mirror cuirass, so it was kind of tough. All right, so that's that. We'll put the Alucard mail back on. Because I don't remember what's over here. Oh, right. Okay. So we're heading back towards the entrance right now. And the stone skulls they're annoying if you get hit by them, but just in general, they're not that big a deal. Alright, so we'll head over this way. We got flies again. Huh. always gotta pay attention with these guys. Where the heck are we? Oh yeah, we're looping back and connecting with what we had previously explored. Ah, turquoise. Always good for a quick bit of cash with the librarian. And this is me just completing the map. Because that's who I am. Yes, we're definitely near the actual entrance now. Yeah, we're about to connect right back into where we were. And that's good because we need a save point right now. Yeah, see the increased luck we have from the one relic. I don't remember which one off the top of my head. It's helping because we get more drops out of the enemies. Okay, now we need to figure out where we're gonna go. So we're back by the entrance. Well, Alchemy Laboratory, really. So if we can go up there, we can deal with the imps and everything, and loop around. Yeah, I think. Yeah, why don't we go up towards the entrance again? That's one of the few rooms you can actually see from another area of the map. I'm not sure precisely why that is. It's just one of those interesting things. I guess it's to make you more interested in doing the exploring and such. I don't know. Yes, I'm going to go mist form up here because these things are really friggin' annoying. And I'm annoying them just by doing this, so it evens out. Accidentally hit the button and turned into a wolf. Okay. Let's get some quick XP here. I'm swinging the club, it swings behind me. So if there's somebody right behind me, it hits them. I'm actually kind of surprised that the game isn't slowing down right now with all the enemies on the screen. Well, that was poorly timed up. We're beating feet right now. Axel, like, you don't need anything at the moment. hadn't gotten over here yet. So this is leading us back to the entrance. We need a save point, obviously. We also can... Alright. There we are. That's better. Alright, let's go save real quick. And then come back and deal with these guys. Be careful, because there are Nova skeletons are all over the place. And this is going to take us to the teleporter, so we can activate that. Alright, this is the horse. So I'm just going to keep teleporting until I get back to the horse. There we go. So now that's part of the network. Oh, where is the fairy at anyway? She's level 12. Yeah, I probably should start getting... Now I'll keep her for a while. The talisman. Okay, so this is something that we can equip. I don't remember what it does. May absorb damage taken. May. I'm guessing with the extra luck we have, the chances of that are pretty good, but I kind of like the rare item appearance more right now. And this is gonna... I apologize if you're about to hear squeaking. Oh, right over here. I'm gonna not deal with this right now because of the stuff involved. The really nasty spikes. And that would be Axel with his favorite toy, a UFO. And, life max up. Very nice. So now we're actually back at the entrance. Now, what we had in here before, in the regular castle, this is where all the zombies were. Well, now we have other things. And nuts. That's a dodo. The only place you can find the dodo is in this room right here, specifically. And if it runs away, well, you saw, there's no way catching it. Okay, now we're in the area, this bit. So this is the one where we had the secret before, where if you go through as the wolf and then the bat, a door opens. money, money, money. Which makes sense because this is where we had the jewel sword the last time. Sorry about that. Forgot to disconnect. There we go. 1 second while I inform the better half of what's going on. Okay. So we have a circlet here, the barrel circlet. So this is another thing. Like we have the one that the topaz, right? If we're know we're going to take poison damage, we put that on. Now, if we know we're going to take lightning damage, we put this one on. And there happens to be a lightning boss in the general vicinity here. But for right now, what we're going to do is we're going to go down, and there's this room, or series of rooms, that has a save point, and we couldn't get in before because we couldn't fly. And I missed what she was. Oh, great. That's wonderful. And that's why I say Nova Skeletons are really annoying. If you just happen to miss, you know, and they hit their ray blast there, it makes for a pretty bad day. Okay, up and around. A fire boomerang. It's another one of those use items that I have no use for. I don't know, maybe I'll try some of these things out at some point, like on the zombies and whatnot, just to demonstrate. And now we're gonna go back to the Venus Weeds and the Nova Skeletons. Oh boy. It did again. They're quite annoying, aren't they? See, this is the kind of thing where I would go as the poison gas and just fly through them and kill them all. Wow. That was really annoying. If I die here, I'm just saved not to. Oh, and the Ouroboros here. If you kill the flea man on top of him, now he is now our ally. And he's just gonna fly around and damage all this, and now we have two of them. Haha. Which is pretty cool, you know, when they do stuff like that. But it's only for a limited time. Like you see, that first one already has flown away. Alright, so we got another hammer and anti-venom. Now, anti-venom's not really going to do much good, since I've got the circlet, which allows me to heal from damage, or from poison damage. Alright, so that takes care of this area. First things first. We need to heal a bit. So we'll get some of the food we got and take care of that. Oop. I have that many pot roasts. Wow. There, that'll work. And now we go back to the shield. Zweihander. That must be... I'm trying to think of what the Venus we dropped. That's a new one, so that must be it. Reorganize a bit. And try and avoid the stupid Nova Skeletons. Sword that I saw dropped over there. Okay, so now we're back over here. And up this way... Remember, this is where the mermen were. In the regular castle. This will take us to the underground cavern. And this is where getting the map completion gets kind of annoying, because you have to do the super jump at... Oh, Nugglemere. Another Tolkien reference. Dwarven necklace. Yeah, it was definitely a dwarven necklace. Yep. Tolkien joke. Basically, the Silmarillion, the Nugglemere, was one of the greatest things the dwarves have ever made, and one of the... I'm not gonna completely nerd out on this, but one of the elf kings put one of the Silmarils in it, and made the dwarves really jealous, so they killed him, got it back, and then they were killed, and the elves got it back, and it's this whole thing. I got cave trolls here. Dark metamorphosis. So I can heal. Oh, yeah. The dark items. But again, it bleeds. I really need to do metamorphosis. Hey, 2,000. Nice payday. Fish in a minute. I just want to get over here. And Alucard shield. And if you remember, I told you each shield has its own thing when you use a shield rod. So guess what we're going to use just to see how it works. Shield rod. Yes, that was all of the shields that are in the game that showed up at once. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, reorganize. And now we can go out and we can get us some map completion and some blood, because I need some heal. Oh, I hit it properly on the first try, and there's nothing around for me to steal. Lovely. Isn't that always Dark Metamorphosis? At least I can get the Dark Metamorphosis going. And this is what I mean, you have to do the super jump to get up there in order to complete that part of the map. Dark Metamorphosis. Whoa. I could do a whole Sean Bean impression of the cave troll thing. I'm not going to. Dark Metamorphosis. How the heck did that happen? Dark Metamorphosis. Hey, level up. Nice. Yeah, see, I'm over. There's still that blank spot. That's gonna drive me bananas. Dark Metamorphosis. And sometimes it's you have to jump and float to the top. And I'm not going to worry about it right now because it will drive me crazy. We have more underground caverns to explore anyway. Dark Metamorphosis. I'm not sure if there are cave trolls over here. Apparently not. Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. Because there's the room on the other side. So I have to jump through there and not, not mess it up and fall. Asafune Katana. What does the Asafune Katana do? Two-handed sword. Whoa, look at that damage. Nice. I think I'm going to stick with Graham, but it's nice to know that we have that in our back pocket. Or hammer space if you're a high roller. Okay. Successfully get through the rest of this. And there's this room over here, which just has some jewelry. Okay. Surprisingly, that finished that entire portion of the map. Weird. Bat pentagram. Like a pentagram, but it's got a bat on it. I mean, yeah, these things, the Venus weeds, infested. Alright, fine. What the heck? I have no idea why I'm doing that. There, you see, that's what the fairy can do. Alright, where are we at? Close to a save point in here. Oh no. These guys are dropping. Okay, once I am healed, I can take care of them better. In fact, I'm going to switch Graham for the ice. Where is it? Ice brand, there it is. I mean, they breathe fire. It's pretty effective. Oh, and there's their partner. Okay, this is another boss fight. Brace yourselves. The bosses are always the same place. Oh, it's death. Isn't that lovely? Hang on one second. I'm pretty sure I have Holy Sword or something in here. Apparently not. Yeah, what the heck? Let's go with the katana.
So you've made it this far. In the name of your father, cease this foolishness.
Not while there is breath in my body.
Then, for the master, I'll feast on your soul this night!
Hey. That's for Chuck Norris. And now we have the Eye of Vlad, which gave us a trophy called Simon's Quest. And what that, like I was explaining before, that is the last of the 5 pieces that we needed in Simon's Quest to complete, well, the resurrection of Dracula, so that you could kill him again and solve your curse problem. Oh, duh. Relics. So was the Eye of Vlad do? Luck plus 10, so we're doing pretty good. And we have a squeaky dog. And the familiars... Okay, fairy's at level 16. Why don't we switch to the other fairy now? Or, no. Where I'm at, I need the demon. So we'll go with the nose demon, since he's down a bit.
Ta-da! I'm back!
The Mori Clawhammer of demons.
Whoa, hey, what's this? Some kind of switch? I much prefer shiny red buttons, but this will
There we go. What's over here? Oh. Green tea. Very nice. Power of Sire and Life Apple. Now, if I had actually died in the battle with death, where I had the fairy with me, she would have been able to use the Life Apple to resurrect me. Hey, Demon, you want to do something here? There we go. He is a silly bastard. Alright, that takes care of that. And now we... go up here.
Charge for the more bacon.
Now, if I'm going to be dealing with bats, I might as well see if I can heal a little bit. Ah, bats drop potions. Very nice. Okay. I believe over here is the same place. hard sword. Which is pretty good. And that's what you do if it's basically the Hadouken movement on the controller. That's assuming you can hear me above squeaky over here. Yes, I do, because that's the teleporter. I want to activate the teleporter. There we go. So I'll go right around back to the snake. Alright, so now the 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe that's all of them. But we shall see. Okay, so that's taken care of. I don't want to stay in bat form for too long because it does cost magic points. Grapes. Well, now I know if I'm being a duck, I can say yes, I have grapes. Power of Sire again. And now we're going to go down into the catacombs. And there's some pretty nasty stuff in here. I believe the save point is... Yes. He's having a good time. Okay. What I think we're going to do is we're going to go the other way. Because that will lead us around... One second. There. Really? There. Alright, so they hit me with a cat, and I healed 120 points. Here, cat. Thank you. There. So that is the sole reason that that item exists, is to fight these witches. Oh yeah, I forgot the bats respawn down here. Here we go again. Thank you, I need the healing. They're annoying. Okay. Time to switch into our Spike Breaker armor. Because we have spikes. The yellow skeleton now. There we go. Just gotta kill them fast enough so they can't perform much. And a library card. Okay. Oop. Wrong thing. Yeah, so we're basically the entire way through that. So that finishes that part of the map. Actually, might as well, you know. That didn't work very well down, did it? I can't double jump as the wolf. Well, so much for that, I guess. And that's just annoying right now. That's why I'm not dealing with it. And I need to go up there to finish everything. think I learned by now.
Just for the morbid.
That helps. Not a lot of hit points on those. There was an opening in the next room, if I remember right. Yeah. A lot of potions. Didn't mean to do that, but it worked. Nicholas of J. Defense plus 5. Alright. Oh, yeah, I don't need the spike breaker anymore. Huh? Where are we at? Yeah, we'll keep going. There's a boss fight at the end of all this. Hang on. Who's doing good here? He's up to level 10. I think I'm gonna switch over to the sword. Get him some levels with the boss.
Are you worthy to wield me?
How about you focus / air? We have the Rainbow Blood Skeleton Brigade down here. We're gonna go to the other side here and get our diamond. And then save. Trying to remember which boss fight's over here. Okay. Well, because I happen to know who I am fighting. Cat's Eye Circlet goes for the barrel circlet because Axel, stop. Because I know this guy does lightning damage. All right here. So, here we go. And that's a big boy, too. Look at this. Galamoth. Well, that's not the lightning I was looking at. There we go. Yeah, keep doing that. I don't need the balls. Give me that sweet, Now there are instances when you're first playing this game. Okay, he's still like you don't know what was going on. And even in a boss fight, you can use a library card and you can teleport and go to the enemies because as long as you hit him, he's in the enemy list. So you'll be able to look and see what his weaknesses are and possibly even what the strategy is to defeat him. Like, I'm only doing 35 points of damage per hit right now, which means what I'm using is exactly the best weapon, but because I'm not taking damage, it's healing me, I can do this all day. So, why change? Let's just get this done. He's over here. Oh, you see down at the bottom there? That's another indication that there was always an upside down castle, because the RIP would be upside down in the regular castle. Look at him. I mean, no danger. So why not? Actually, this gives me a good chance to do something else. So like Power of Sire, or let's do the Karma Coin. What the heck? I said Power of Sire. Go back to the shield. I got a trophy there. I'm not exactly sure what it was. It said something about finish what Kid Dracula. But I don't know. I've never played Kid Dracula. It is supposedly in continuity with all the rest of the Castlevania games, but I don't know. I saw a YouTube series about all the timeline of the Castlevania games, and what order they chronologically go in. I think Kid Dracula is actually the last one. Ruby circlets? What does the ruby circlet do, you ask? Why, fire damage. So now those stupid gremlins can heal me. But for now, we'll go back to the dragon helm. And gas cloud. Alright, so now when I change, I'm yellow. And when I fly through enemies, I will damage them. And if I'm correct, okay, we only have one more relic to get, and that's where the Bat Echo will damage enemies. And the sword is still level 9. Apparently, that wasn't a big enough enemy to get him enough experience. I need to really rebuild my heart collection here. portion of the map. And then there's another area towards the top. Where I probably should have gone first, but whatever. Okay. So we will head back the way we came. Save, because there is a room on the other side. And now. That's what happens when you use the gas cloud. So it makes it a lot easier going through all that. So we get the stuff on the other side first. Then we come back and save. So, Magic Missile and Buffalo Star. Nothing really key. Alright, so that's the inverted catacombs. I mean, there's really, there is nothing else to do in there. So, really the next thing would be to go back up and finish the underground cavern. Yeah. And then there's plenty of stuff that we still have yet to accomplish around here. Where are we at? Straight. Whoop. Just keep dropping. Somewhere along the way I lost things, which is really annoying. But now I got it back. One of the broken UFOs. He is desperately trying to squeak. I can't. Come here. Well, the sword's finally getting the idea here. remember right, 999 is my maximum health, regardless of what level I'm at. And that will be level 48 right now. No. Okay, now you really ticked me off. Alright. Back to the underground caverns, and we go this way. Venus weeds, I'm sure. First, though, there's all these stuff around here that we... You're just one silly puppy, aren't you? You do see me, that I'm in the middle of something, right, Axel? He is an attention hog. You're just really worth it. Thought there was something over here. Guess not. Now, it's not a lot of damage that you do, but you are invulnerable while in the form, so what the heck. And this is one of those where you have to do the super jump in order to get into the water up there. Oh, they're aquamarines. Nice. Hang on, get away from the ice. Midnight, you want something? Alrighty. Now we gotta go back around again. And while in water, you cannot transform. It's just the way it works. That just makes me think of those nitwits. Alright, where am I at? Oh. Yeah, I better go over to the left here. Being a save point and all. And up we go. I do mean up. This away. Even without the axe, you can jump and attack and do the damage to open stuff like that. The axe is just so much nicer. And nope, there's nothing over there. spam over here. Alright, hopefully that will take care of that. Getting into some interesting areas here. Because we had... that one Dark Octopus before. We're about to see a whole mess of them. Aha! Last relic. And the trophy I just got is called Vampire's Greatest Hits, which is basically you get all the relics. Okay, so that's over here. Now, there's more to the caverns, obviously.
Just for the moment.
I think that sidekick thing is a move you can only do when you get the cliff. Do voiceover as a hobby, and you would think I would be able to speak English, but I believe this is the only area where you can do that because of the water. But I don't know. I'll have to try it.
Just for the moment.
Somewhere else, you know. Just to see. See, even that didn't do it. I don't know. These guys here. We'll go for Octopi, which is very good for XP grinding. But first, we are going to save again. Because I really don't want to go through that one more time. I did want to test something while I'm here, being that I'm doing something different. Oh, wait, no, it worked. Cool. So, now the question becomes, can other people do that? With the check-in with the dog treats. I really need... Let's get the axe back. Oh yeah, the doppelganger. he's going to keep doing that, I'm going to change. There. Give me some heals. Alright, and we'll go back to the Dragon Helm. I'll have to check and see which doppelganger that was. We'll head back to the library before we finish everything here. Let's get this stuff first. Oh, no stuff. Okay, so we have... We have the Dark Octopi down there. I really don't think there's anything worth using down there. Yeah, we'll keep the sword on for now. But...
Dark metamorphosis.
Render!
Dark metamorphosis.
Dark Blade. Okay, what does the Dark Blade do? Another sword forged by elves. Interesting. Okay.
Dark metamorphosis.
Like I said, this is very good for XP because these things regenerate and they respawn
Dark
right
metamorphosis.
through here, so you can just keep going back and forth. I don't know how interesting that would be to watch.
Dark metamorphosis. Dark metamorphosis. Dark metamorphosis.
Hot roast. Another one. Okay, so where we're at right now, let's go save.
Dark metamorphosis.
Somewhere. Actually, we just drop down, can't we? Let's save, and then we're gonna go for a nice long drop. waiting for the sword to do that. Oh, where are we? Equipment. Since we have these guys, and they're poisonous, might as well eat poison. It's because I'm gonna be right into up here. Oh yeah, I got the one relic where it allows the echo of the bat to do damage. Wheel tickets, nice. Save point was over here, yes. Oh, he's helping me. He's one of my familiars. I'm trying to get him to go and, you know, get leveled up, basically. And I don't think there's anything over on this side anymore. Yeah, this is where the it is a sword. Yes, that's my sword familiar. In fact, there he is on the lower left. Oh, he's level 13. Cool. Should probably switch to the ghost, actually. Get him some more. There he is, ghost. Get him some experience. In these anymore. Those don't regenerate. Oops. So, they're called balloon pods. If you cut them open, they have seeds that come down, and they've got these little, like, wings, so they more or less parachute down, and they poison you. But I am currently wearing my Topaz Circlet, which restores hit points if I get poisoned. Over here, another save point. Okay, so this is gonna hook us back up with the marble gallery, but first there's this whole other area to the side here. Which has as bad as the holy water is, the cross is worse just because the cross uses like 100 hearts at a time. Diamond, very nice. When we go back to the library, we're going to be getting all kind of money from the library. Oops, got stuck there. Yeah, so these things, they're called balloon pods. Ghost is just gonna hit him, and now all these are seeds from it. But, like I said, they're poisonous, but I get to heal from poison. Oh yeah, I confused the ghost because I'm... When you turn into a bat, the ghost gets confused and goes away. But you go into the mist form. Like that. Then he has no issues. Yeah, pretty much. It's like a I guess a botanical jellyfish would be the best description of it. Hello, Axel. Aha! The axe has returned. What? Yeah, this is a little side piece over here. Nope. Get him, Ghost. Nice job. Axel. Shush. Oh, and I got the, before I got the one relic that allows the gas cloud, or the mist form, to become a poisonous gas cloud. So now I can fly through enemies and damage them. Alright, and that takes us right back to where we were. So now we'll just take the shortcut. And I'm going to turn down $400. And yes, I'm going to save again. There we go. Zircon. And back to normal again. Axel. Be down at any point. I'm not going to just jump down there because you have these traps at the bottom. Okay, so that finishes that area. Alright, so there's a little bit over there we still need to do. But right now, I think what I'm going to do is head back to the library and cash some of this stuff out. Axel. Shush. It's basically the fact that I've played this game so many times that I can tell, like when you look at the map. So the inverted castle is this turned up, rotated 180 degrees. So we had just finished the one section, those two long things on kind of just to the right of center. So now there's that big empty space to the left. I need to go back and do that, the thing that looks like an S. Yes. Well, the blue is everything we have mapped. If in the inverted castle there's a section that isn't filled in yet. Hi, Aaron. So I would have to go back and do that. It's just kind of annoying. But let me get my, Oh, I almost forgot. We got the Alucard shield. So let me show you what that does, since we had the shield rod. Take a look at this. It basically brings in all the various shields and uses their powers. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, it's just a matter of, you just have to play, and it's like, oh, there's this door. I haven't been through that door. Go through the door, and things of that nature. But the fact that the inverted castle directly mirrors the regular castle,
How about this?
helps, because then you figure out,
How about this?
going back and forth with this.
How about this?
Thank you.
True.
How about this?
Alright, so let's go all the way to the bottom and see what we got. Yeah, but you also have to remember, this came out in the very, very, very early days of the internet, so they would produce magazines like this. Obviously this is PlayStation, not Nintendo, but like Nintendo Power. Either the first issue, or it was the first issue I had information and maps on part of Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. And it would show you, oh, look at this secret here, and make sure you do this. And this game came out in '97. So it's almost 30 years old. Okay, what we got here? Gauntlet, Ring of Pails, Metal, Joseph's Cloak, Elven Cloak, Reverse Cloak, etc., etc., etc. There's a whole bunch of stuff here that is pretty pointless for me right now. Harper. Okay. Thunderbrand. Oh, no, I don't have a Thunderbrand yet. Ice Brand, Firebrand, Damascus Sword. Yeah, most of this is really is kind of pointless for where I'm at. Although, having elixirs is good.
Thank you.
As is high potions, regular potions, because the fairies can use these. Like, if you're getting really low on health, they'll use a potion on you to heal you. Okay, while we're here, let's leave the
How
enemy
about
list.
this?
Yeah, this is everyone's favorite, the Spittlebone. Yeah, hey, there's something in here that we can fill in yet. Interesting. So we go all the way to the bottom. See, we filled in quite a bit so far. We fought Death today. got revenge for Chuck Norris, so that is a good feeling. Galamoth. This thing it was huge, first of all. Hit points, we don't know. Okay, that's lovely. But the interesting thing about this is, and if you watch the video back later on, most of its attack is just, I'm going to hold my staff out and cast lightning bolts. Well, I have a circlet that heals me through lightning, so it's like, oh, thank you very much. I'll take the hit points while I'm nipping away at your ankles. Guardian, oh, yeah, these are annoying, but if you can go through them, I mean, 1500 XP is pretty decent. Richter, frozen half. These... I don't think I've ever noticed the transvestite portion of that before. Interesting. Anyway, so these were a lot easier than I thought. Last time I was able to take these out in 2 hits. Oh. These are annoying, right? But part of what they do is they throw, like, they'll throw a skull that bounces and hurts you, or they'll throw a black cat or whatever. I've got the circlet that heals from cat damage, so if they throw a black cat at me, every time it hits me, it heals me for 120 points. So, they're annoying, but with the right equipment, you can get past them. Azaghal, this is the big semi-invisible guy. Fake. Where was it? Doppelganger 40. So this is the one I just fought earlier. So this would be... It's essentially Alucard at level 40. So it has all the same powers and everything. I just happen to be level 40 plus. So it didn't really do much to me. Gorgon. Yeah, this is something that... So it's strong versus fire, stone, cut, and hit. In other words, it's really annoying to deal with. It also will turn you to stone, and, you know, Gorgon, like Medusa. But this is one of the things that I saw the last time we played, and my controller went wonky. And that's why I said, okay, that's it, I'm saving, we're not doing any more, because I didn't want to have to deal with these things. And we just fought some cave trolls. Oh, that's where I got the Nagelmir from. Okay. So, it's all kind of interesting things. The Dark Octopus. So these things, you can really grind XP with them, because the one room, which is full of them, they regenerate. So, like, you'll go destroy them all going, like, left to right, and then go back right to left, and oh, there they are again, and just keep going back and forth and back and forth. As I mentioned, when we were in that room, I don't know how interesting that would be to watch. Grinding isn't necessarily interesting stuff. The Warg Rider, this is at the inverted entrance, and they're not all that great. They don't drop anything either, so... Oh yeah, there's one of the ones that is missing is the Dodo, because I didn't get to hit him, so he doesn't show up on this. Where is the... They don't put them in the same general vicinity as where they show up in the castle. Oh, Ouroboros, there he is. Okay, so this is a dragon skeleton, and when I say dragon, I specifically mean Eastern dragon. So, like the very long snake-like dragon. If you manage to kill the flea man on top of him without killing the dragon, the Ouroboros will then fly around and help you and attack enemies for a limited amount of time. But they're only in a couple rooms in the inverted castle. There's the bloom pods. So they're pretty easy, but once they drop the poison seed, so that can help. Oh, the bitterfly is annoying. So it's essentially a skull with butterfly wings. However, it will go in and out of view. But even if you can't see it, it's still there, and if you run into it, it does damage. And then when you kill it, the skull drops and then disappears. It's annoying, is what it is. It is really annoying. Okay, since we're up here. Scarecrow. Impaled man looking for brains. The lion. The cowardly lion, thank you, really. And the Tin Man. Heartless Tin Man. And their companion, the Shmoo. This is even worse than the Cowardly Lion. Monster nickname Shmoo. Thank you very much. Guess I we're running out of stuff here. Alright. So let's head over and get to a save point. How is the ghost doing anyway? Oh, he's level 10 now. So everyone's in double digits, which is nice. We'll keep the ghost on for a while. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and, well, first, I'm going to save. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get back into the inverted castle, save in there, and then call it quits for the evening. Because I do have, they're not around right now, but I'm a little past Kong time, if you catch my drift. I think I just summoned them because I heard one of them shake, and therefore their color jiggled. Yeah, I know. Let's see if we get a good drop over here. Man, I think those, the magic tomes there, I believe they can drop like $1,000. Got all the right equipment. Help that along. Apparently not. Not tonight, anyway. Oh yeah, another thing I need to do is I need to go back into the inverted clock tower and open the secret room. Because now I've got the gas cloud, I can just float through there and damage everything. I don't have to worry about it. You just have to be very careful because the damage does click those wheels, so if you hang on too long, you just pass the point where you have to be. looked like a sword. Oh, apparently a sword I already had. Skip the first part here. Because we can. And this is the benefit of having the gas cloud. The Medusa shield, haha! We have to try that in a second. It's weird though because you still can't pass through like the stairs and stuff. Alright, let's get this. Let's see what that does. Well, that's cool. Oh, cuts, okay. Alright. Back to the outdoors. Nope, too early. Okay. Strike a pose. Alright, now that we're back over here, basically in the center of the map where you can see the ghost behind it, there's a door directly under where the ghost is, next to the red block, and that attaches to the hallway into the upper right of the ghost. So I have to go back and fill all that in. And then I want to go, like I said, I want to finish the inverted clock tower, go through the bell towers again, and finish that part of the map. So there's still plenty of stuff to do, which we'll all be working on tomorrow night. But for now, we're going to head to the nearest save point after really annoying Yorick. that'll be it for this evening. So, thank you very much for coming. And like I said, I'll be streaming again tomorrow, and we'll see where that takes us. Now I do want to get I want to get the familiars as far along as possible, but I also may just say we're going to do the end game, and finish it off. But we'll see. Depends on what we're feeling like. But anyway, thank you very much for coming, and I'll see everyone tomorrow.